Hi. I just thought I'd round this off by going through the online whiteboard and going through the scheduling and just tell everyone that I'm going to have a live webinar next Tuesday, the 9th of December at 7:30, in case anybody wants me to clear, let me get rid of that, anybody wants me to clear anything up, and I'll take some questions after a demonstration of everything I'm doing now and Hangouts as well. So I'm going to just go over the simple online whiteboard. All it is somewhere you can pull up a document and change it about, maybe save it and send it off to whoever you're tutoring. So the one that I suggest you use, you're welcome to use anyone you like, but the one I suggest is called Twiddla.com. Now I'm going to just go into screen share and I'm going to show you I'm going to show you it online. So there we go. It's all set up. So all it is a little whiteboard you can write on to show things. It's a place where both of you can focus on together, and you have control over it, so you can direct their attention to whatever you want. So you want to clear that off, and if you want to call a document up, you can, that you have saved on your own computer. You choose the file and call it up. It loads up and then it sits there, and then you can call it up from there. This is just a biology paper that I saved earlier from the freeexampapers.com. And here it comes. So obviously it's sideways, so that's not going to be much use, but it's just for demonstration purposes. So you can make your changes to whatever the questions are. You have the capability to control what the other person is looking at, so you can really focus the other person with this, and then you can right click it and save it and send it to them if you need to. So when you finish there, you can clear all this off. And you have a similar kind of setup with the web page. You can call in a web page instead of having everything on your computer. It does save a lot of space on your computer if you do that. So I think I have a bite size page up here. So I've gone onto the BBC Bite Size, which has lots of things on it, and I think I've called up some algebra thing here. So I'm going to just copy and paste the link. Come back out there. There, if I copy and paste the link in there, it will call that up. Okay. And here we have it. And again, you can make changes to this. You can do anything. You can work it all out for them. And again, you can copy and save, right click and save and send it to the person you're tutoring. So that's pretty much all the whiteboard is. It's an easy place where both of you can concentrate on the same thing, and you can point things out on the whiteboard. It's very useful and very simple. And I'm going to leave it there for now. The second thing I wanted to show you at the moment was the scheduling. Now I'm going to go on to our website, this one, if I can get out of here. Here we are. And here it is. Now, everyone's got a scheduler that you can control, and the subjects that you are taking are on your schedule. You'll be able to access your schedule through the subjects that you're taking. We've had a lot of inquiries about the possibility of having free taste sessions because they're not entirely sure about whether online tuition is for them, but they'd like to try it out. So we're going to leave that for the individual tutors to decide on if they want it on their schedule or not. You can leave it on the schedule until a few are booked up and then take it off. It's entirely in your own control. But if I just go into biology and I'm going to take Fadi because I know I put the free tutorials on his even though, now there's his profile. You can go into your own profile and see this. Now down here, you have the subjects that he's taking. So you can go into the subjects, you can call up the date, and they can fill in their details. I have to change that because Skype is on there, and we're changing that about there. Now, there's terms and conditions and the payment at the end, and that's the way people are going to be able to access their tutorials. But if I go back into the beginning, here we have the free tasted tutorial, and that is done in exactly the same way, except there's no payment. And you can continue. You fill in your details and you just complete it, and then an email is sent to both your email address and the email address of the person who has asked for the tutorial, whether it's paid or free. Now, how you can control your schedule is through the scheduling system. This scheduling system you're going to have to access through an outside site. Now, when our website is better integrated, you will be able to access it from inside the site. But for now, you're going to have to access it through this website address here, www.acuityscheduling.com. And if, in the case of Fadi, the person we were just looking at, if I log in there, I'm just going to get his email address, which I've saved here earlier. And there. And I'm going to I'm just going to go in to show you his schedule. Now, here we are. Now, we've ticked free tasted tutorial. He takes biology, chemistry, and maths. So if I go back in here, you'll be able to see that he's got his free tasted tutorial, biology, chemistry, and maths. Now, if you get to a point where you decide maybe you don't want to take one of those subjects, GCSE biology, for instance, you can take that out. Or if you decide that you you've had 3 or 4 free tasted tutorials that week, you don't want to give out any more free tasted tutorials, you just uncheck that box. Then you go down the page and save the calendar. And if you go back into, I'm just taking Fadi's for instance, if you go back in there and you refresh the page, that translates directly in there. The free tutorial is now taken out of Fadi's page, and so you can control that entirely yourself. So if I go back into the appointment schedule, you have your availability, and you can change your availability. Also, you can put any hours in you like, say 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Although everyone's at school at that stage, aren't they? I'll put it in anyway. 3 p.m. and I'll save those hours, and then I'll go back into here. I'm going to refresh this, and if I go down here, you'll be able to see that those times are now available. There's Sunday 6 to 7 and Tuesday a 1 o'clock slot and a 2 o'clock slot. So that is the scheduling system. Your availability and the calendar are the two things you're going to be looking at. And that's pretty much it. Well, I'll talk more about this on Tuesday, if anybody has any problems with it. I'll just come back out of here. Hi, and thank you for listening. And yes, I'll be back on Tuesday for anyone who wants to hear some more. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.